Welcome to your Straight Razor Edge Friday Special 2020 Shaved In Tour, behind the scenes filming with a smartphone. Hey, Eric here with Adventures in Wet Shaving, and welcome back. It's good to see you. If you're interested in learning how to straight razor shave and all things straight razor related, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Then click on the bell next to it to be notified when I upload videos. That way you won't miss a thing. Consider hitting that join button and becoming a member to support this channel. My one word is heart, and I put my heart into everything I do, and I believe every time you shave with a straight razor, you're getting a better shave. In this video, we're looking at filming a shave with a smartphone, starting right now. Number one, first thing I have to do is pick a soap to use in the shave. Then after that, I will be picking a razor, but they're all in order, and I just pick the next one. That way I can cycle through them all and use them on each shave, and it'll be different. Number two, I do a photo shoot with my Samsung Galaxy Note 9, and I will be using the Firstlight app to film with, and then I will edit with GIMP. And I will be taking anywhere from 20 to 40 pictures. I will pick two of the best, one for a square share and one for the thumbnail, and I will edit it in GIMP. That is a free editing software similar to Photoshop. Number three, I will film with up to two smartphones. Camera A, my primary camera, is this Samsung Galaxy Note 9. This has got 128 gigabyte of internal storage, 6 gigabytes of RAM, and it has got a 256 gig SD card in it. Camera B, this is my secondary camera, and I use this mainly for B-roll, and it is a Samsung Galaxy S8 with 64 gigs of internal storage and 4 gigs of RAM, and I will use this primarily with the close-up view shave, and I will use it for honing videos and if I need B-roll. Number four, my A camera setup. I'll start off with a Fujitech tripod. It is the FT569 with a Movo PR1 grip handle rig and a small ball head arm super clamp with universal tripod stand mount holder, and a Rode video microphone with the Rode SD7 3.5 millimeter TRS to TRRS patch cable for my audio. The clip-on lens you see on my smartphone is an Aki Aura, and this lens is a 0.45 by 120 degree wide angle lens, plus under that lens it has got a 15x micro lens in it as well. Here is my power cord setup, and here is camera A for the close-up view shave. I will also have camera B here, and then up here I will have notes to myself for the video. Camera A on the right, camera B on the left. Number five, I will use this Joby GorillaPod. This is an original, and this can form to any kind of shape, and I can get all kinds of various angles out of this, which works really well. Now I have two older tripods that I've had forever. Here is the first one, And now this one is aluminum, lightweight, and works really well. Now my next one is really old, and this is quite a bit bigger, and it also has the universal clip on it, so you could clip your phone into here and use it on a tripod. Number 6, I film with FilMiC Pro and the Cinematographer Kit, and here's what that looks like. Click on FilMiC Pro in the lower right, and we're going to click on the gear in the lower right. Now we click on camera and select selfie wide. Now I'm going to click outside of the window and click on resolution. You can film in 2K, HD. I normally film in 3K, and for the bit rate you can go all the way down to standard, but I film in FilMic Extreme with a video codecs of AVC. Now I'm going to click outside that window. We're going to click on frame rate. You could film at 24 frames per second, but I normally film at 30 frames per second. And the auto shutter, I'm going to set that to 60 Hertz because I'm here in the United States, and this will help keep the light flicker from showing up in the video. Next, I'll click outside of this window and click on audio. Now, if I had my microphone connected, it would say external microphone, and that's what I would want selected here. Next, I will go and make sure that the voice processing is turned on so that the voice takes precedence in the recording. Now I'm going to click outside of that window again and click outside the window one more time. Now I'm going to move that circle over. That is for white balance, and this square is for the focus. Now this is autofocus right now, but I'm going to select it, and this is going to lock in the focus at this distance, and that's what I want in my videos. Next, I selected the button with the 3 lines in the lower left hand corner. We're going to set it at 1/60th for frame rate and 50 for an ISO, and that's what I've found works the best for me. Now we select that button again. Now I'm going to pick the 3 colored circles and set the white balance. So now I get in front of that white balance circle and I lock in the white balance. It turned red. And the next thing, I'm going to go down one more here and click on the middle button, and I film in log V2, which gives me more dynamic range, and then we are all set for filming. Number 7, I will use the X-Rite color checker in post-production for color grading. Number 8, I use my Lenovo, and this is the Legion. It is a Y540-17IRH, and it's got lighted keyboard and just fantastic. I am running 32 gigs of RAM. It's got a 1 terabyte SSD drive, which is a solid state drive, and it has got a 1 terabyte SATA drive as well. And this really helps when you are editing videos. Number 9, I do all of my editing in DaVinci Resolve. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to go into DaVinci Resolve. This is a non-linear editor, or an NLE. This is a free one, and they use the studio version of this to edit and color grade TV shows and movies, which is excellent. And this is a powerful color grading software. Now I'm going to select my last shave. We're going to hit open on that. Now it's opened my last shave. We're going to quickly go through the tabs. The first tab is Media, and this is where all of my assets for the video are kept. I will go find the one I'm looking for, and I can have it all set up in folders to be able to organize things the way that I would like to see it. There is also camera A, there's camera B. So all that organization is there for you, and it's really easy to use. I also have power bins with my intro and outro, with music, with sound effects, and thumbnails for cards later in the video. This next tab is the Cut tab, and what I use it for is syncing audio tracks with different videos, and in this way I can set it up. Next, we've got the Edit tab, and here in the Edit tab I can go in and I've got multiple layers. This down here is the video. Below that line is my first audio track, and then here I have a sound effect track and a music track. Now this one I don't really use. Now here under color I will use that, and I have my color grading in here. I have a correction node, and all of these nodes can do different things. This one I will apply a LUT. Again, this is a correction node that I will adjust after everything else is set. Here I use the X-Rite color chart for the different colors. This is for white balance. This is for wheels to be able to adjust the highs and lows, and contrast and saturation. This is for audio that I don't use. The next one is the Deliver tab, and there I will go to my Adventures in Wet Shaving settings, which I've saved. It will put all of those in there. You give the video a name, select where you want it to end up, hit save, then go down here, and we're going to put this in the render section, and I'm going to select render, and once it is rendered, we are ready to go. Now, to give you an idea of how much time this takes for a standard shave video, which is 24 to 30 minutes long, that will take between 2.5 hours to 5 hours to edit and produce. Now, if it is a close-up view shave of the day, then it'll still take the 24 to 30 minutes to film, but it will take between 8 to 16 hours to edit because I have to sync all of the videos together and get everything lined up to give you 2 views in the video. Now, filming a Straight Razor Edge Friday special honing video, you're going to have camera A, camera B, and you're going to have multiple scenes, plus all the different angles, and it's going to take me approximately 8 hours to film. Then it will take me another 16 to 24 hours to edit and produce that honing video for you. Now for this Straight Razor Edge Friday special, I have been filming this for 3 evenings, trying to get the right camera angles and to get everything set to make the best possible video for you. I have at least 35 minutes in video just for this evening, and I'm not sure how long it will take me to edit this and cut everything together and to get all of the camera angles and everything set. Number 10, uploading to YouTube, filling in a full description, doing the cards, in screen, getting the thumbnail, all of that right. That is going to take about an hour as well. So that is my workflow for filming a shave video with a smartphone. Click up here to see my latest video. Click over here to see a video specially picked out for you. Click on this one to see the 2020 Shaved In Tour series from the beginning. Have a great shave and a good day, and I will see you next time on Adventures in Wet Shaving.